Today class we discuss transformed quadratic equation. Now quadratic equation. Let us consider alpha, beta are the roots of the quadratic equation. We need a transformed equation whose roots are, there are some sub-concepts. Negatives of f of x equal to 0, reciprocals of f of x equal to 0, roots are increased by k, roots are decreased by k, roots are multiples of k, roots are divisible by k, roots are squares and cubes and nth power. Then what are the transformed equations? Now let us consider alpha comma beta are the roots of alpha comma beta are the roots of f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 in which a not equal to 0. This is our given quadratic equation. What we need? The transformed equation. T full stop E indicates transformed equation. The transformed equation whose roots are sub question 1, whose roots are negatives of f of x is equal to 0, otherwise minus alpha comma minus beta is. We need a transformed equation whose roots are minus alpha comma minus beta. How to get solution? That one. Let us consider any one of the root is taken as x. So let us consider minus alpha is equal to x. If minus alpha is equal to x, we know that alpha is equal to minus x. But alpha is the root of this equation. Root means it satisfies the equation, means f of alpha is equal to 0. F of alpha is equal to 0 means alpha means minus x. So the transformed equation whose roots are minus alpha comma minus beta is f of minus x is equal to 0. Means the required equation nothing but replace x by minus x. A into minus x whole square plus b into minus x plus c is equal to 0. So indirectly f of minus x, it is nothing but a times of x square minus b times of x plus c is equal to 0. This is the required transformed equation whose roots are negatives of f of x is equal to 0. Next, we move to second one. The transformed equation. The transformed equation whose roots are reciprocals of f of x. Reciprocals of f of x means f of x 0 roots are alpha beta. Reciprocals means 1 by alpha 1 by beta. So 1 by alpha comma 1 by beta is. How to get the solution set? Let us consider, to get the transformed equation, consider 1 by alpha is equal to x. So 1 by alpha is equal to x. I can write from this one alpha is equal to 1 by x. But alpha is what? Alpha nothing but root of this polynomial. Root means it satisfies. So therefore f of alpha is equal to 0 f of alpha means f of 1 by x is equal to 0. So therefore, the transformed equation whose roots are 1 by alpha comma 1 by beta is f of 1 by x is equal to 0. What is f of 1 by x? Just replace x by 1 by x. Replace x by 1 by x, then what we get? A times of 1 by x whole square. F of 1 by x, it is nothing but a times of 1 by x whole square plus b times of 1 by x plus c is equal to 0. LCM should be x square. After LCM it becomes to what? A plus b times of x plus c times of x square whole divided by x square cross multiply is equal to 0. This is the required transformed equation whose roots are 1 by alpha comma 1 by beta. Now come to another one. So what about another basic? The transformed equation whose roots are increased by k of f of x is equal to 0 means for polynomial f of x roots are alpha beta. Increased by k means required roots are alpha plus k, beta plus k. So the transformed equation whose roots are alpha plus k comma beta plus k is what? For example, alpha and beta are two different roots. We know that in geometrical way required graph should be, if a greater than 0, then the quadratic equation it is nothing but like this. This is alpha and this is beta. What we need in this problem? The transformed equation whose roots are increased by k of f of x means alpha plus k, beta plus k means the required transformed equation nothing but like this. We need this polynomial, this quadratic equation we need. How to get? Means indirectly every point on this curve is increased to plus k, What is this quadratic required equation? Let us consider one of the root will be taken as x. So alpha plus k is equal to x. From this one I can write alpha is equal to x minus k. But alpha is the root of this polynomial f of x. So it satisfies f of alpha is equal to 0 means f of alpha means x minus k is equal to 0. So this is the transformed equation. The transformed equation it is nothing but f of x minus k is equal to 0. Indirectly the transformed equation whose roots are increased by k is required transformed equation it is nothing but reverse addition, nothing but subtraction. So f of x minus k is equal to 0. Now come to another point. What about another point? So point 4. The transformed equation whose roots are decreased by k of f of x is equal to 0 means alpha minus k comma beta minus k is. So indirectly each root is decreased by k means reverse subtraction it is nothing but addition. So indirectly f of x plus k is equal to 0. For graphically for the given quadratic equation a greater than 0 shape of the curve like this. For example, one of the root nothing but alpha, another root nothing but beta. So this is alpha, this is beta. Each root of f of x is equal to 0. This is nothing but f of x is equal to 0. Each root of f of x is equal to 0 is decreased by k. Is decreased by k means the required transformed equation nothing but this one. That means every point on this curve is decreased by k. Here also decreased by k. What is this transformed equation we get? Now, one of the root will be considered as x, means alpha minus k is equal to x. Alpha minus k is equal to x. Let alpha minus k is equal to x, I can write alpha is equal to x plus k. But we know that alpha is nothing but root of this polynomial. So it satisfies the polynomial. So f of alpha is equal to 0. Alpha nothing but x plus k. So f of x plus k is equal to 0. So required transformed equation, it is nothing but f of x plus k is equal to 0. So what is f of x plus k? Replace x by x plus k, a into x plus k whole square plus b into x plus k plus c is equal to 0. Now come to another basic. What about another basic point? Fifth point, nothing but the transformed equation whose roots are k times of f of x is equal to 0. F of x is equal to 0 roots are nothing but what? Alpha and beta. Its k times means required transformed equation is nothing but k alpha and k beta. So we need the transformed equation whose roots are k alpha comma k beta is how to get the solution. Indirectly the transformed equation, it is nothing but multiplication, reverse multiplication is nothing but divisible. So I hope its required answer, it is nothing but f of x by k is equal to 0. Now we move to solution or proof of that one. Let us consider one of the root will be taken as x. Alpha into k is equal to x. From this one I can write alpha is equal to x by k. But alpha is the root of f of x is equal to 0. Alpha is root of f of x is equal to 0 means it satisfies the polynomial. Means f of alpha is equal to 0. What is alpha here? X by k. So therefore required transformed equation is nothing but f of x by k is equal to 0. So required answer f of x by k is equal to 0. So reverse multiplication nothing but divisible. So another one we move to next, the transformed equation whose roots are, the transformed equation whose roots are divisible by k of f of x is equal to 0. F of x is equal to 0, roots alpha and beta, we need a transformed equation. This transformed equation whose roots are alpha by k, beta by k, where k not equal to 0. Now the transformed equation whose roots are alpha by k and beta by k is what? Now reverse divisibility is nothing but multiplication. I hope indirectly the required transformed equation is nothing but f of k into x is equal to 0. Now we go to solution of that equation. Let us consider alpha by k will be taken as x. From this one I can write alpha is equal to k times of x. But alpha is the root of this polynomial. So alpha is root of f of x is equal to 0 means it satisfies the equation. It satisfies means f of alpha is equal to 0. What is alpha here? K times of x. So f of kx is equal to 0. That means required transformed equation, it is nothing but f of kx is equal to 0. Now f of kx means a times of kx whole square plus b times of kx plus c is equal to 0. Next come to another one, seventh point. The transformed equation whose roots are squares of f of x is equal to 0. F of x is equal to 0 nothing but alpha and beta. Squares means alpha square, beta square. So we need a transformed equation whose roots are alpha square and beta square. So alpha square comma beta square is, indirectly we know that square reverse nothing but square root. Indirectly it's require a transformed equation, it is nothing but f of root x is equal to 0. So now we move to proof. Now one of the root will be taken as x. So alpha square is equal to x. From this one I can write alpha is equal to root x. But alpha is the root of this polynomial, means it satisfies. So alpha is a root of f of x is equal to 0, means it satisfies, means f of root x is equal to 0, means f of alpha is equal to 0, alpha means root x, is nothing but f of root x is equal to 0. Next, in similar manner we can write directly the transformed equation. The transformed equation whose roots are cubes of roots of f of x is equal to 0. F of x is equal to 0 nothing but alpha and beta. Their cubes means alpha cube, beta cube. So therefore we need a transformed equation whose roots are alpha cube comma beta cube. It is nothing but I can write directly f of cubed root of x is equal to 0. Next, come to ninth one. The transformed equation whose roots are nth power of f of x is equal to 0, means the transformed equation whose roots are alpha power n and beta power n. So therefore the transformed equation whose roots are alpha power n, beta power n, it is nothing but f of nth root of x is equal to 0. This is the concept of transformed equation. Now we discuss some more shortcuts regarding on roots. So let us consider quadratic equation as f of x. Let f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, in which a not equal to 0. Roots are alpha comma beta. Roots are alpha comma beta. What we need? First one, in this polynomial f of x is equal to 0, sum of the coefficients of x square, x and x power 0 is 0. Means if a plus b plus c is equal to 0. If a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then such a type of this polynomial roots I can write directly 1 comma c by a. Then roots are 1 comma c by a, means one of the root alpha is equal to 1, another root nothing but c by a. Now how to prove the roots are 1 comma c by a? Given quadratic equation nothing but ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If a plus b plus c is equal to 0, we show that their roots are 1 comma c by a. So just if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, just replace c by minus a minus b in this equation. Now a times of x square plus b times of x, instead of c I can write minus a minus b is equal to 0. This is from the given condition. Now first and third term there is a common a. When a is common, remaining x square minus 1. Next, second and fourth term there is a common b. Plus b will be common, it becomes to x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now it is in the form a square minus b square. A square minus b square formula nothing but a plus b into a minus b. So therefore I can write instead of x square minus 1, x minus 1 into x plus 1, and then in between them x minus 1 is our common term. So, when x minus 1 is common, then what is remaining in the first step? A times of x plus 1 plus b is equal to 0. Now, again it is in the form a into b is equal to 0. So, either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. So, x minus 1 is equal to 0. So, x is equal to 1. Next, another one, a times of x plus 1 means ax plus a plus b is equal to 0. And from our given condition, the value of a plus b nothing but minus c. So, ax plus c is equal to 0 implies x is equal to a minus c is equal to 0, then x is equal to c by a. Now, the roots are 1 comma c by a. For this condition, roots 1 comma c by a, proof is this one. We can move to example of this respective condition. For example, b minus c into x square plus c minus a into x plus a minus b is equal to 0. This is given quadratic equation. For the respective quadratic equation, roots are equal. Then we need relation between a, b, c. For example, in general, roots are equal means delta is equal to 0. If you are applying delta is equal to 0 and simplifying, I hope it is very long. But observe x square coefficient and x coefficient and constant term. Here, sum of the coefficients of x square and x and constant term nothing but b minus c plus c minus a plus a minus b. A getting cancelled, b getting cancelled, c getting cancelled, 0. So, indirectly this equation compare with the standard form a plus b plus c is equal to 0. So, embed it in your mind. The roots are nothing but 1 comma c by a. What is our data? Roots are equal. So, roots are equal means indirectly 1 is equal to c by a. 1 is equal to c nothing but from the given quadratic equation a minus b divided by a nothing but b minus c. So, therefore, cross multiply b minus c is equal to a minus b. I can write from this one 2b is equal to a plus c. 2b is equal to a plus c, we know that a, b, c are in arithmetic progression. So, for the respective condition, when a problem is given like that, solution is very simple to move it. Now, come to another condition. So, what about another condition? In the polynomial f of x is equal to 0, a minus b plus c is equal to 0. A minus b plus c is equal to 0. Second one, if a minus b plus c is equal to 0, then what are the roots? Then the roots are nothing but, the roots are minus 1 comma minus c by a. Minus 1 comma minus c by a. Now, go to proof of this one. Given quadratic equation nothing but a times of x square plus b times of x plus c is equal to 0, such that condition a minus b plus c is equal to 0. We prove that for the respective polynomial roots are 1 minus 1 comma minus c by a. Just replace c by, from this condition c is equal to minus a plus b. So, therefore, a times of x square plus b times of x, instead of c I can write b minus a is equal to 0. Means minus b taken into RHS side plus a taken into RHS side. So, it convert into plus b, it convert into minus a. Now, the first and the last term there is a common a. When a is common, remaining term x square minus 1. From second and third term there is a common b. then x plus 1 is equal to 0. And now it is in the form a square minus b square. We can write a plus b into a minus b means x minus 1 into x plus 1, and from these two terms there is a common x plus 1. When x plus 1 is common, then what is remaining? A times of x minus 1 is our remaining term, plus b is equal to 0. So therefore x plus 1 into, let us multiply a times of x, next minus a plus b is equal to 0. So therefore x plus 1 into a times of x plus b minus a. Can I write from this one b minus a, it is nothing but c. So plus c is equal to 0, and again it is in the form a into b is equal to 0, a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus c by a. So therefore in the polynomial f of x is equal to 0, a minus b plus c is equal to 0, roots are nothing but minus 1 comma minus c by a. Now we move to third condition. What about third condition? If a is equal to c, a is equal to c, if a is equal to c, in this polynomial a is equal to c, now then the roots are reciprocal. Then the roots are reciprocal. Reciprocal means two numbers a and b, we said that reciprocal product value should be 1. So for number x, its reciprocal should be 1 by x. For this polynomial, roots are alpha and beta. Using this condition, required roots nothing but one is alpha, another root nothing but 1 by alpha. Let us observe proof of that one. Consider product of the roots. Product of the roots. F of x nothing but given a times of x square plus b times of x plus c. Now what is condition? A is equal to c means required polynomial a times of x square plus b times of x, instead of c I can write a or c by a, whatever it may be. Now consider alpha into beta. Alpha into beta nothing but c by a means 1. Now product of the roots nothing but 1. Now we said that the roots are reciprocal. So up to now this problem is over. Next, this concept is over. Now come to fourth point. What about fourth point? Alpha, beta roots are given. If the roots are consecutive numbers, means difference should be 1. Now what condition is correct? So I want to go to modulus of alpha minus beta value. So modulus of alpha minus beta. Modulus of alpha minus beta, indirectly that is in the form modulus of a minus b. Can I write? Modulus of a minus b is equal to square root of alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Let us check. A plus b whole square minus 4ab means a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 4ab means a square plus b square minus 2ab. I can write a minus b whole square. Square root of a minus b whole square nothing but alpha minus beta means a minus b. Now modulus of alpha minus beta, using the condition, what is shortcut? Alpha plus beta nothing but from the given equation minus b by a, reason sum of the roots. So therefore minus b by a whole square nothing but b square by a square, alpha into beta nothing but product of the roots nothing but c by a. For the numbers a square and a, LCM should be a square. Take LCM, what we get? Square root of b square minus 4ac divided by a square root a square, I can write modulus of a. So difference of the roots alpha minus beta is equal to, you can apply square root of b square minus 4ac divided by mod a. For the respective question, one consider one example. What is one example? If alpha comma beta are the roots of x square plus ax plus 12 is equal to 0 and modulus of alpha minus beta is equal to 1, then find the value of a. Now observe, here is modulus of alpha minus beta is equal to 1. What is modulus of alpha minus beta? Root over b square minus 4ac divided by mod a, value should be 1. When compare with the given equation with the standard form, a is equal to 1, b is equal to a, c is equal to 12. So therefore root over b square means a square minus 4ac, a1c should be 12, 1 into 12 divided by mod a value 1 means mod 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 1. For cancelling square root, squaring on both sides. After squaring, it becomes to a square minus 48 is equal to 1, a square is equal to 49. The value of a, it is nothing but plus or minus 7. So for this respective condition, one of the example. Next, come to another one. What about another one? For the quadratic equation, alpha and beta are the roots. We know that one root is square the other. One root is square the other. Means, for example, one root is alpha, another root nothing but alpha square. So we need a condition for the respective quadratic equation. One root is alpha, another root is alpha square. So come to fifth one. One root is square of the other. One root is square of the other. What is condition? Let us move to proof of that one. We know that for the quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Roots are alpha comma alpha square. Roots nothing but alpha square. Whenever for any polynomial roots are known, that we can consider relation between roots and coefficients, that sum of the roots and the product of the roots. Sum of the roots nothing but minus b by a. Product of the roots nothing but alpha into alpha square nothing but c by a. Now alpha into alpha square value alpha cube. Alpha cube is equal to c by a. I can write alpha is equal to c by a whole to the power of 1 by 3. To get the condition, when from these two equations we can eliminate alpha, we get condition. Now replace alpha in sum of the roots. Alpha nothing but c by a whole power 1 by 3. C by a whole to the power of 1 by 3 plus alpha square. Alpha square means c by a whole power 1 by 3 whole square means c by a whole to the power of 2 by 3 is equal to what? Minus b by a. Here observe, if you consider this is a, indirectly a power 1 by 3. If you consider this is c by a is a means, for example, b, then it is in the form b power 2 by 3. We eliminate to the power of 1 by 3 only when cubing on both sides. So cubing on both sides, c by a whole to the power of 1 by 3 plus c by a whole to the power of 2 by 3 whole cube. It is nothing but minus b by a whole cube. It is in the form what? A plus b whole cube. So what is a plus b whole cube? We know that a plus b whole cube basic. A plus b whole cube nothing but a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. 3ab into a plus b. Using that formula, we can write a cube. A cube means c by a whole power 1 by 3 whole cube. Nothing but c by a. Plus b cube means c by a whole power 2 by 3 whole cube. Nothing but c by a whole square. Plus 3ab. A means c by a whole power 1 by 3. B means c by a whole power 2 by 3 into a plus b. This is a, this is b. A plus b value nothing but minus b by a is equal to minus b by a whole cube means minus b cube by a cube. Now here observe, bases are equal, then powers are added. So c by a whole to the power of 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, 3 by 3, that is equal to 1. So I can write c by a plus c by a whole square means c square by a square plus 3 into c by a into minus b by a is equal to minus b cube divided by a cube. We are cross multiply a cube. Then a cube into c by a, nothing but a square into c. Next, a cube into c square by a square, nothing but ac square. Next, a cube into minus 3bc by a square, nothing but minus 3abc is equal to minus b cube. So therefore, I can write from that one derivation. A square c plus ac square plus b cube is equal to 3abc. This is the proof. One root of the equation is square of the another. Next, come to another one. One root is n times the other. One root is n times the other. Come to sixth point. One root is n times the another of f of x is equal to 0. Means, for example, one root is alpha, another root nothing but n alpha. So which condition is satisfied? Now we know that quadratic equation, it is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Using this condition, one root is n times the other means roots are required alpha comma n alpha. So therefore roots are alpha comma n alpha. Whenever we know the roots, immediately we can take sum of the roots and product of the roots. Sum of the roots nothing but alpha plus n alpha. So alpha plus n alpha, it is nothing but minus b by a. Next, product of the roots nothing but alpha into n alpha, it is nothing but c by a. Now alpha into n alpha nothing but n times of alpha square, nothing but c by a. We can derive a condition when from these two equations we are eliminating alpha. So what is alpha from this equation? To be take out alpha is common, then 1 plus n is equal to minus b by a. So alpha is nothing but from this one minus b by a into 1 plus n. Consider this is 1, consider this is 2. Substitute equation number 1 in equation number 2 means we are replacing the value of alpha in the second equation of alpha square. So therefore substitute equation number 1 in equation number 2. What we get? N times of alpha square. Alpha square means minus b by a into 1 plus n whole square. So it becomes to b square divided by a square into 1 plus n whole square is equal to c by a. Now one time a getting cancelled and remaining a into 1 plus n whole square taking cross multiplication. After cross multiplication it becomes to what? N times of b square is equal to a into c ac into 1 plus n whole square means 1 plus n whole square into ac. This is our condition. Give to condition one root is n times the other. So one root is n times the other, then what we get? N b square is equal to 1 plus n whole square into ac. One root is n times the other, then n b square is equal to 1 plus n whole square into ac. So this is very useful for objective. When in the problem one root is twice the other, one root is thrice the other, one root is 4 times the other, whatever it may be, you can apply that condition nb square is equal to 1 plus n whole square into ac. Now similar manner we can apply one more, that roots are in the ratio, roots are in the ratio m is to n, m is to n. Then what is the condition? We know that what are the roots? Alpha and beta. Ratio means alpha is to beta. So indirectly alpha is to beta is equal to m is to n. Can I write m is to n as 1 is to n by m? 1 is to n by m. So now indirectly for the condition 6, roots are, one root is n times the other means alpha and alpha. Their ratio should be 1 is to n model. So instead of n, what is here? N by m. So means in this condition just replace n by m, we get answer. Means let us move to this proof. N means n by m, b square is equal to 1 plus instead of n by m whole square into ac. LCM should be m. After LCM, m plus n whole square divided by m square. So n by m into b square is equal to m plus n whole square divided by m square into ac. Just m square will be take out cross multiplication, then m square into n by m means mn into b square is equal to m plus n whole square into ac. This is the shortcut. One roots are in the ratio m is to n. Roots are in the ratio m is to n, then use the shortcut mn into b square. mn into b square is equal to m plus n whole square into ac. Now come to another point. What about another point? Next one root is nth power of the another. One root is nth power of another. That means indirectly one root is alpha, another root nothing but alpha power n. Then how to get? Condition. Let us consider using this condition roots of f of x is equal to 0. F of x nothing but we know that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. or one is alpha, another is alpha power n. So, which condition is satisfied? Consider sum of the roots. Sum of the roots nothing but alpha plus alpha power n is equal to minus b by a, and product of the roots nothing but alpha into alpha power n nothing but c by a. Observe, bases are equal, then powers are added. Here power means 1. Alpha to the power of n plus 1 is equal to c by a. I can write from this one alpha is equal to c by a whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1. From these two we are eliminating alpha, we get condition. Now replace alpha in this equation. So we get substitute alpha. Consider this is 1, this is 2. Substitute equation number 2 in equation number 1. What we get? Alpha. Alpha means c by a whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1 plus c by a whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1 to the power of n is equal to minus b by a. Now we can write c by a whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1 plus c by a whole to the power of n by n plus 1. So from this one c by a whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1 plus c by a whole to the power of n by n plus 1 is equal to minus b by a. Just a cross multiply, and now it is in the form a by b whole power m model, a power m by b power m. So therefore a into c to the power of 1 by n plus 1 by a to the power of 1 by n plus 1 plus a into c to the power of n by n plus 1 divided by a to the power of n by n plus 1 is equal to minus b. Now here a power of a nothing but 1. It is in the form indirectly a power m divided by a power n. We know that a power m minus n means a to the power of 1 minus 1 by n plus 1. So a to the power of n by n plus 1 into c to the power of 1 by n plus 1. Similar manner here power of a nothing but 1. A power m by a power n, we can write a power m minus n means 1 minus n by n plus 1 nothing but a power 1 by n plus 1 into c power n by n plus 1 is equal to minus b. Now I can write from this step a to the power of n into c whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1. Let us check a b whole power m, a power m nothing but this one, b power m nothing but this one. Similar manner we can write this one as a into c power n whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1 is equal to minus b. So we are getting one condition. One root is nth power of the another is a to the power of n into c whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1 plus a c power n whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1 plus b is equal to 0 or is equal to minus b. These are the roots, recording roots, shortcuts on quadratic equation.